long-term care insurance. Is that something that you should consider? Well, my answer to that is yes. Look at all the different retirement homes, skilled nursing, assisted living homes that have been built over the last few years around where you live. Why is that? Well, we're getting older and we need care. You may have heard the statistics that 60 to 70% of people will need care in the future. Well, that may be. Most care is given in the home by either your spouse or your children. But what are really the statistics? Well, if you ask insurance companies on how many claims happen on the number of policies purchased, you'll find the percentage is right around 50%. Think about that. 50% of long-term care insurance policies have claims. That's a huge number when we compare it to home and auto insurance, where the stats of actually needing that type of coverage because of that event is less than 10%. 50% needing long-term care. It's huge. Think about that as you think about what the impact is if you do need care. Well, if you need care and your spouse or your children are providing it, what is it doing to them? What are they giving up to care for you? And how is it impacting their relationships and their health? You've seen it happen to friends and family members where they have needed care and what it's done to their families in the process of it. You also know how it's impacted their retirement accounts, because if you do not have sufficient income to pay for the care that you need, you're going to tap into your savings. And if you're tapping into your savings and you're taking money out of it, there's not as much there to generate income, which means you got to bring out more of it, and it just spirals that down to your retirement accounts are empty. The other thing is, if you cannot control where you receive care, they're going to put you in a place that you may not want to receive care, and that's never good. So I encourage you to take a look at long-term care. And one of the things that I want to talk about is the types of long-term care insurance that are open to you. 3 basic types. There's what I call the traditional long-term care insurance policies. These are policies that create a pool of money that you'll be able to tap into to pay for care. And that care can be in the home, it can be care in the facility. What I really like about these type plans is you can structure them so that if you need care and you qualify by not being able to do 6 activities of daily living. And these activities include eating, getting dressed, being able to walk, bathing, going to the toilet, or if you have a cognitive disability like Alzheimer's. These will qualify you to receive care from these policies. With traditional long-term care policies, as I said, you can start getting benefits immediately, day 1 in your home. And they also include, or can include, inflation riders to keep pace with the cost of care, which continues to escalate over time. That increases the benefit of these policies, so they're rather a living, growing policy that is there for you to use. These plans are very flexible, and what I like about them too is they can be used to meet just about any budget that you might want. One of the downsides of these policies is they're a little tougher to qualify for. The investigation, the underwriting into your health is more intense, and so some people are not able to qualify for them. That's where the life insurance, long-term care insurance combinations come in handy. Life insurance policies look at you a little differently than a long-term care insurance policy, in that they're looking at whether or not you have a condition that's going to kill you. If not, if it's just going to hamper your mobility a little bit, they don't look at it as toughly if that's a word, but as intensely as a long-term care insurance policy. So they're a little easier to qualify. The nice thing about these plans, if you buy a life insurance policy, you're going to get a death benefit. Well, if it combines with a long-term care benefit, you're going to be able to access that benefit if you need care. Makes it nice in that you've got a benefit there to help. The other nice thing is premiums are not wasted, because you know that one way or the other, if you keep the plan, it's going to pay, whether it's going to help you or it's going to help a beneficiary. The other type of insurance policy one can get for long-term care purposes are annuities. They have annuities that have long-term care benefits, and it can be something that is an immediate annuity to help those that have health conditions and need to leverage their what they have right now to pay for care. They also can have annuities that are more delayed, that in the event that you need care, they will use the amount that you put in the annuity and then have a back end where you'll take the amount purchased, they'll put that into a long-term care protection that you'll be able to access on the back end. So those are three different ways to provide care. I encourage you to look into long-term care just to see if it makes sense for you. And you can talk with your financial advisor, you can talk to an insurance advisor, or you can call me. My number 888-471-4497, or shoot me an email on our contact page, and I'd love to talk with you about it.